Yo, what's up? If you are a coach looking for an appointment setter, this video is going to help you out a ton because in this video I'm going to talk about exactly how to find one, when to hire a setter, how to manage them so that they consistently book in 90 qualified calls for you every single month with at least a 75% show rate, how to pay them, and everything that you need to get prepared for so that you can manage them without any hassle, without any complaints, and to make sure that they stay on your offer because they're going to fall in love with you and your systems. So I'm going to show you all the coaches that I work with and why they want an appointment setter from me. All right, so if you don't already know me, my name is Marco. I am the co-founder of ZM Consulting, and right now we have 23 fitness clients under our management. Some of them are partnered directly with us, where we place an appointment setter and manage them directly, and then some are just on a consulting basis. But going over all of the success stories, I'm showing this to you because so much of the success is attributed to having a good setter. Because right now, we only run one setter per fitness offer. I know a lot of people that place setters and they place several setters at the same time. I believe that creates unnecessary competition and confusion. And the relationships that I build with my setters, they stay with me long term. And one of the setters that I have, he even put me in his bio. I'm pretty proud of that. It's just like a small win. But I didn't find any of these setters easily. I've interviewed over 100 setters at this point, and I have to tell you that finding the right one is nearly impossible, mainly because so many of them are trying to get into a sales career. Appointment setting is one of the beginner levels of trying to actually get into online high-ticket sales. And so it's great. A lot of them are 16, 17, 18 though, because they have a dream. So they're still in high school. Some of my best performing setters are actual high school students. So they're setting in class, closing high ticket deals. It's really cool to see. But when you do find the right ones, you have to take care of them. So this is just a couple screenshots from the sales chat that we have. Everyone's celebrating that their coaches are closing. So if you're looking for a setter, quick plug, obviously, you can DM me setter and I'll send you all the resources that you need. The least I can do is send you a quick voice note of value. What an appointment setter does not bring is traffic. You still have to post all of your organic content and follow your story strategy to be able to bring in leads to feed them. A good offer and systems, if you don't have these, I'm gonna tell you right now that the appointment setter is just gonna leave straight off the bat, because I can't tell you how many offers I've personally worked in as a salesperson and how many setters that I bring on that tell me, Marco, your systems are fantastic. Like, I've never seen anything like this. And I'm not even gonna tell you that I'm doing anything special. I'm literally just tracking data and giving them bonuses on KPIs that they hit. Your own business skills is obviously, right? Like, you can't imagine a setter mentoring you. So you just need to be the leader in your business and make sure that you are presenting yourself as one. And so hiring a setter is not a substitute for having a good business. You can't just hire and forget about the sales process. You still have to be super involved in actually making it happen. What an appointment setter does bring is they help you scale your marketing. So this is somebody that is actually dedicated, a mini version of you that is reaching out to everybody that is engaging with your profile. You can step away from setting, so you have more time to do content and sales. You can book more calls, and systems is a duplicate. They do not bring systems. When to hire an appointment setter is when you have a proven offer, you have the proper lead flow, and whoever is taking the calls, which is probably you if you are doing below 50K a month, is good enough to close at least 30% of the time. And the reason for this is because if you bring an appointment setter on too early, first of all, it's gonna be very hard to find an appointment setter that is of any value to come onto your offer that is good when you aren't doing at least 30K a month. A lot of the appointment setter communities that I talk to, that we get our appointment setters from, they strictly won't place their people, on offers that are doing below 40K a month. So that should tell you how competitive the market is for actual good trained setters. Because if you're thinking, oh, I have 10 appointment setters in my DMs right now, just from today, so do I, and I'm not a fitness coach. So they are everywhere, and you should not trust anybody when they tell you how good they are. Always, I'm gonna tell you how to find an appointment setter, how to hire them properly, so that you make sure that you don't fall into the same traps that I used to. So how to find an appointment setter. First thing is that you're gonna make a form for your job post. And so our form looks like this. So setter hiring, get their full name, email address, put in their phone number, their WhatsApp, Loom video, Ask them what community they've with, who they've been trained for, how long they have been an appointment setter, what are their average key performance indicators that they hit every day, what's the highest amount they've collected in a Google Drive that is going to be their portfolio of all their sets. So once you have that ready, then you post it on your story. If you can't post it on yours because you don't want to expose yourself that you're getting an appointment setter, then find somebody who can post it, or find somebody that will help you place an appointment setter. Still, even when somebody does help you place an appointment setter, I would really advise you to stay involved and really, be in control of your business, be in control of who's going to be in your account. But this is an example. I have 2 DM setting rules available, telling them what the on-target earnings are for the month. Fill out this form below and send me a DM once it's done. The next way is that you can get appointment setter community owners to post your job post in their communities, because they are constantly looking to hire and place their own appointment setters that they've trained. A lot of the times it's part of their offer. A lot of these guys have a lot of talent, so you can reach out directly as well and request a connection with some of the setters. Or you can just use the database of over 200 setters that I've personally screened already, that it looks something like this. So a lot of these guys, I don't want to expose their actual personal information, but a name isn't that personal, so I'm not going to scroll forever, but you get it, that I have a lot of appointment setters. So if you need help, you don't want to do all this yourself, just go ahead and ask me, and I will give you all of the direction that you need. So how to hire is that I would usually get other team members that you trust to do this if you have them, but get a Loom video from them, review it, check for their presentation, their vibe, and just see overall first impression, would you enjoy working with this person? The next thing is that you want to review their past results, screenshots of past sets, and anything else that you can use to audit their experience. You want to reduce to around 5 to 8 setters out of all the people that you interview. Start to review the applicants. You want to reduce to around 5 to 8 setters from the pool that you interviewed. And if you do this process correctly, you are going to have a ton of people applying for your job. What you need to do is you need to sift through all of them and reduce it to around 5 to 8 setters. Start to review their applications more thoroughly and interview them in the DMs. And so what this looks like is, to all of the applicants that stand out, send them the list of the tasks that you'll require from them, send them the expected on-target earnings and any other details of the scope of the work. And to everyone that agrees, you role play with them to see how they will perform in a natural setting, actually DM setting. So pretend to be the prospect that they would be messaging from your account and see how they perform. After that, everybody that you liked their role play, then you set up a video interview with everyone that passed. Then you make your decision, and I recommend 1 setter for your account until you pass 30K a month. And P.S., this is why it's important to be on good terms with all of the setters that you interviewed, because the first person that you pick, they might not be the one for you. And so in a week or two's time, you need to be on good terms with your second and third pick, because you never know when you might accidentally hire mess up, or all of a sudden they get pulled away with family issues or something that happens all the time. You need to be able to have a replacement on deck. So then what you need to prepare is your Instagram account. Obviously, you need to set up your security 2FA. Make sure that you have a professional account so that the setter can use the label feature. So this is what it looks like. Just make sure that you have this, because I would recommend you sitting down with your setter and making sure that they are in the best possible work environment. This makes it easy to keep everything organized, because when you have 100, 200 new DMs every other day, it's very difficult to keep everything organized and make sure that no one gets missed on the appointment setting side. So this helps keep track. And then finally is organize your primary and general inbox. The way we do it is that we keep everything personal for the coaches in the primary. Even when clients get signed, they get moved into the primary, and everything else that's work related is in the general folder. So then, the call booking software. We use Calendly. There's a ton of call booking softwares out there, but the most important part is that you actually have one, right? Because your appointment setter is either going to send out your calendar link, or they will manually book in the times for the people that they are setting. And so what you need to do is you need to set up one event for your main calendar. This is going to be available for 3 days into the future. This is going to be the main calendar, because a lot of the times people don't book after 3 days and show up. So that's why we try to get everyone booked in 3 days in advance, make sure that they show up. It's way easier to deliver the assets to them, send them the pre-call booking video, and just keep the momentum flowing. But sometimes you will get people that for whatever reason cannot book 3 days in advance. They need to book in sometime in a week or so, right? So you're going to set up an extended calendar that's 7 days into the future to make up for all of those people. Then you're going to set up automated workflows inside of Calendly to remind your prospect of their upcoming call, and as well send them resources automatically like a pre-call video. So an example of what this looks like is that you would have, if you have a premium Calendly account that you pay $12 a month for, you can set this up. And so you want to immediately, when a new event is booked, you want to send a text to the host, which is you, that a call has been booked, and send a text to the invitee saying something like, hey, I saw that you booked a call with me, excited to chat. Then 24 hours, you want to send an email, send a text to both of you, reminding you, and as well send them the pre-call video in this text. Then 2 hours before, you want to send an email with that pre-call video. And then 15 minutes is just a light reminder that the video is going to happen. Steady lead flow and management skills are two no-brainers, but I just have to put them in here because if you don't have steady lead flow, you will lose your appointment setter. I just have to tell you. And if you can't manage them properly, not just the performance, but actually the morale and the amount that they want to be a setter for you, then they won't perform as well either and they will leave. So the CRM that we use looks like this. So we have the appointment tracker here. For the date and time, the appointment setter fills this out. They fill out the date and time that the call is, the prospect's name, their Instagram handle, and any pre-call notes. Then what you would fill out is, did they show up, did they close, and any post-call notes that you have, as well as our clients, they fill out the objection and they record all their calls because we review them. Then your kill list is all of the people that are on the edge about to close, but they just need a little push. For some reason, something happened, you couldn't get past an objection, but they were about to close. Put them in here because you're gonna follow up with them later. Your deals tracker is to obviously track everything that you've closed. Clients tracker is seeing everybody that you close on a monthly, a 3-month, 6-month, and a whole year. And then setter KPI tracker. This is something that I get our setters to fill out every single day at the end of their workday. They fill out their number of outreach they did, number of inbound, number of follow-ups, number of new conversations, number of links sent, number of calls booked. We do a close friends strategy with all of the leads. We add them into a close friends. We also get the setter involved with posting in the broadcast channel that is available on Instagram. And then we get all of the screen recordings of all the chats that are being booked, so on and so on. And then we have all the links that are easily accessible to the appointment setter, like the calendar, the type form, any of the sales assets and lead magnets and stuff like that. Getting into the payment structure is that you have to pay them 5 to 10% of all the cash collected. This is industry standard, and 5% is a bare minimum. I like to pay 10% to some of the appointment setters that are really good just to keep them motivated. Stands out from all the other coaches that would hire them. And if you are making less than 30K a month, it really helps supplement the lack of motion for them, because you have to think this is an actual person. You can't pay them less than $1,000 a month realistically. So optional bonuses that we've seen motivate our setters are booking over 75 calls in for the month. This is also with a 75% show rate minimum to be able to qualify for that bonus. And then we do bonus increments for every 10K cash collected. So this is a screenshot of a message that I sent to an appointment setter paying him out. He collected $15,000. 5% of that is around $750. I gave him a $100 bonus for collecting over 10K, and then $225 for hitting all of the leaderboard bonuses. So we do a show rate percentage, we give a bonus for that, whoever hit the highest, whoever booked the most calls, and whoever collected the most cash. And so in total, for a $15,000 cash collected business, he got paid out a little over $1,000, about $1,100. So that is, I'm not going to sit here and do the math, that is around 8%. So then going over the sales team dynamic, your job is being the face of the brand. So your team's job is to book you in qualified calls so you can close them on a high ticket transformation. You should be reviewing all of your setters' chats on at least a weekly basis to make sure that they are performing well, that they're doing everything that you want them to do, and then you collect the cash. So this is Ethan saying that he had a $7,500 day, and they communicate like brothers. This is why they did so well so quickly, is because Ethan and Carl just teamed up. So if you want an appointment setter, or if you want me to help you place an appointment setter, go to my Instagram, DM me Freedom, a setter, whatever. I'll personally reach out, we can have a chat. I'd love to hear about your business. Least I can do is send a voice note of value and just show you actually what it takes to get an appointment setter. So if you enjoyed the video, subscribe, like it, and definitely connect with me on Instagram. I'll talk to you soon.